What if the most dangerous man you'll ever meet isn't a shadowy spy, but the quiet old man living down the street? Today, we're diving into the untold story of Dead, a figure whose very existence challenges everything you thought you knew about age and power. For decades, he lived an unremarkable life, a recluse known only for his solitary walks and the occasional gruff nod to passers-by. But beneath the weathered exterior and the unassuming routine lay a past so extraordinary, it's almost impossible to believe. Imagine a man who has witnessed history not from the sidelines, but from its very epicenters, shaping events in ways we can barely comprehend. His eyes, though ancient, hold a depth of knowledge and a flicker of something truly formidable. They betray a life far beyond the ordinary. Locals whispered about him, of course. Strange lights from his cabin at night, the occasional unusual sound echoing from the woods. One day, a young local, curious and perhaps a little foolish, decided to investigate the rumors surrounding Dead's secluded workshop. One day, a young local, curious and perhaps a little foolish, decided to investigate the rumors surrounding Dead's secluded workshop. He crept through the dense undergrowth, drawn by a faint, rhythmic clang of metal on metal, a sound both ancient and precise. Peering through a dusty window, he saw Dead silhouetted against the flickering light of a forge, hammering something intricate. The young man watched, mesmerized, as Dead meticulously assembled components that looked utterly alien, yet strangely familiar. The young man watched, mesmerized, as Dead meticulously assembled components that looked utterly alien, yet strangely familiar. He realized then that this wasn't just a hobbyist's workshop. It was a place where incredible, perhaps dangerous things were being created. A sudden, sharp noise from inside sent a jolt through him, and he instinctively recoiled, stumbling backward into the thick forest. He scrambled away, heart pounding, convinced he had just glimpsed something he was never meant to see. This fleeting encounter ignited a wildfire of questions. What was Dead building? What was his true purpose out here? And more importantly, what other unbelievable secrets was this enigmatic old man hiding from the world? That single jarring sound echoed in his mind for days, a constant reminder of the unsettling mystery he'd stumbled upon. He tried to dismiss it, to rationalize the strange workshop, but the image of Dead's intense focus was seared into his memory. The forest, once a peaceful escape, now felt charged with unspoken secrets, drawing him back like an irresistible current. Cautiously, he found himself retracing his steps, creeping through the undergrowth, compelled to understand what lay within. This time, he kept a respectful distance, observing the workshop from a hidden vantage point, a silent, unseen witness. This time, he kept a respectful distance, observing the workshop from a hidden vantage point, a silent, unseen witness. The old man moved with a surprising agility for his age, his wiry frame belying the sheer weight of the objects he handled. He watched Dead meticulously arrange peculiar wires and intricate gears on a workbench, the bare bulb illuminating his precise movements. The air, even from afar, seemed to hum with a faint, almost imperceptible energy whenever Dead was actively working. His gaze often fell to Dead's right hand, the silver ring glinting, its abstract symbol feeling like a key to an unknown language. After a long day in the workshop, Dead would retire to his cabin, the faint glow of a fire visible through the windows. Inside, surrounded by countless books and enigmatic artifacts, Dead would spend evenings in quiet contemplation, a stark contrast to his daytime intensity. The cabin itself felt like a repository of ancient knowledge, a secret library guarded by its solitary, watchful inhabitant. This duality, the meticulous engineer and the contemplative scholar, deepened the narrator's fascination, adding layers to Dead's enigma. He began to suspect Dead wasn't merely building. He was creating something of profound, perhaps world-altering significance. A shiver ran down his spine. The old man wasn't just eccentric. He was a guardian of secrets far older and more powerful than imagined. A shiver ran down his spine. The old man wasn't just eccentric. He was a guardian of secrets far older and more powerful than imagined. The narrator began spending more time near the cabin, feigning casual interest in the forest. He hoped proximity would reveal some pattern. Dead, however, remained an enigma. His movements were precise and purposeful, never truly revealing his next step. His blue eyes seemed to see everything. One evening, a faint, rhythmic hum emanated from the workshop, a sound unlike any machinery the narrator had ever heard. It pulsed with an alien energy. Driven by curiosity, he crept closer, peering through a small, grimy window, barely able to discern figures amidst the dancing shadows. Inside, Dead was silhouetted against a shimmering, ethereal glow. He meticulously adjusted an intricate device, its surface pulsing faintly. The device wasn't merely mechanical. It seemed to resonate with an organic life, a complex lattice of metal and something else entirely. Dead's concentration was absolute, his scarred face etched with a mixture of intense focus and profound, almost ancient understanding. He tried to dismiss it, to rationalize the strange workshop, but the image of Dead's intense focus was seared into his memory. Suddenly, Dead turned, his gaze sweeping directly towards the window. The narrator instinctively ducked, heart hammering in his chest. Had Dead seen him? A cold dread washed over him as he realized the depth of Dead's awareness, his almost preternatural senses. He retreated quickly, the strange hum fading behind him, leaving an unsettling echo in his mind. This was no ordinary inventor. The following days were filled with a gnawing suspicion. Dead's seemingly innocuous tasks now felt like deliberate misdirections. The silver ring on Dead's hand, with its abstract symbol, began to draw the narrator's eye, wondering if it held a deeper meaning. He started researching symbols, poring over ancient texts and obscure historical records in a nearby town's small library. Nothing matched. The symbol was unique, a design not found in any known civilization or esoteric tradition he could uncover. This only solidified his belief. Dead's secrets extended far beyond conventional understanding, tapping into something truly extraordinary. The narrator knew he needed to find a way inside the workshop, to witness Dead's creation up close, whatever the risk. He spent days observing Dead's routine, noting patterns, looking for the perfect window of opportunity. Dead's trips to the nearby town were rare but predictable, offering a brief, precious absence from the cabin. Under the cloak of a moonless night, the narrator finally made his move, a silent shadow slipping towards the workshop door. The lock was ancient, but surprisingly simple. A quiet click echoed in the stillness as the heavy door creaked open. Inside, the air was thick with a strange, acrid chemical scent, intensified now, almost overwhelming his senses. A single bare bulb hummed weakly, casting long, distorted shadows that danced across unfamiliar contraptions. His eyes scanned the cluttered space, searching for the creation, the centerpiece of Dead's enigmatic work. He pulled back the dusty fabric, revealing polished brass and dark, unfamiliar alloys, pulsing with a faint, internal glow. Intricate wiring snaked across its surface, connecting to a central core that pulsed rhythmically like a slow, mechanical heart. Strange, crystalline components shimmered within the core, seemingly drawing energy from the very air around them. Then he saw it. Etched subtly into the machine's primary console was the exact, abstract symbol from Dead's silver ring. A chill ran down his spine. The ring wasn't just a personal adornment, it was a key, a signature, or perhaps a control. This wasn't merely an invention. It felt like something far more profound. A device bending unknown forces. Suddenly, a distinct clunk came from the direction of the cabin, the unmistakable sound of Dead's heavy boots. Panic flared. He hadn't accounted for Dead's early return. His time in the workshop was abruptly cut short. The faint glow within the machine intensified, humming louder, as if reacting to the imminent presence of its creator. The workshop door groaned open, revealing Dead's silhouette framed against the fading evening light. His piercing blue eyes immediately locked onto the startled intruder. A silent, intense standoff ensued. The machine's deep hum now filled the tense air, a rhythmic pulse echoing the narrator's frantic heartbeat. Dead's gaze flickered from the panicking figure to the glowing device, a knowing, almost weary expression crossing his weathered face. He raised a hand, not in anger, but in a gesture that seemed to command silence, cutting off the narrator's stammered apologies. Some things, Dead's voice was a low rumble filled with ancient wisdom, are not meant for casual observation, young one. He approached the humming contraption. His scarred hand, silver ring glinting, moved with practiced precision over its intricate controls. With a gentle click and turn of a dial, the machine's intense glow pulsed once, then slowly subsided, its deep hum fading. A profound, almost tangible calm descended upon the workshop, as if a great, unseen force had been gently contained. Dead turned back, his piercing blue eyes now holding a hint of sorrow and profound understanding. Curiosity can be a dangerous burden. He didn't punish, but offered a cryptic, unsettling truth. The world you perceive is but a single thread in a tapestry far vaster. The narrator, stunned into silence, felt a fundamental shift in their understanding. The workshop no longer just a room. Dead gestured towards the door, a silent, unequivocal dismissal. The lesson was given. The secret, though glimpsed, remained guarded. As the narrator stumbled out into the cool night air, Dead gently covered the machine with a heavy canvas, concealing its mystery. Later, by the crackling fire in his isolated cabin, Dead sat in quiet contemplation, the silver ring catching the flickering light. He was not merely an old man in a jacket. He was a silent sentinel, safeguarding truths that would shatter conventional reality. This journey into Dead's world taught us that profound wisdom often hides in plain sight, guarded by the most unassuming figures. Embrace the mystery, question the ordinary, and remember, the greatest power isn't always in what you reveal, but in what you choose to protect.